The program's manager of Star Ghana, Ibrahim Tanko Amidu, has called on media houses to sustain projects carried out under the Star Ghana grant projects. The 2 million grant awarded was to enable media houses carry out specific social intervention projects as well as draw the attention of the relevant stakeholders to address the issues. Speaking at the end of the 13 months project review, he urged media houses to keep their projects running.
As part of key efforts in strengthening the media's role as change agents, Star Ghana awarded grants of $2 million to 21 media organizations in the country. The grant was to provide support for the media to work more effectively with other CSOs to enhance citizen advocacy for greater responsibility, accountability and responsiveness at all levels. The 13 months project embarked by the 21 media houses saw each media house carrying out a project ranging from environmental, health, education, law and general social issues.
Well, I think overall, I should say we are very impressed. When we started the journey 13 months ago, we knew the media had a capacity to raise the issues. The media had a capacity to get our leaders to respond. But we did not really realize the extent of the power of the media. And across the 23 projects that we are funding, you see examples of how the media has been able to enable the people in the most rural or deprived areas of this country to raise their voices. You've been able to bring to the attention of the whole country how some of our citizens live in areas where they do not have access to the basic services. And you've been able to get people, even at the highest levels of governance, to respond to the issues that we've raised. So overall, I think it's been very impressive. The diversity has been very wide, very rich, and that is where the power of the media call has been.
Multi-TV's Joy News under the project launched the Clean Community Project, which exposed sanitation issues in the country and drew the attention of the relevant stakeholders to respond and address the issue raised by citizen journalists.
It's been a challenging and interesting journey where we have had to deal with 5 communities in 5 regions. Some of the communities, people were willing to work with you and others didn't want to work. And you eventually had to convince them to understand that you need to have a clean environment, that kind of thing. And we have had success stories over the period. In fact, the good thing is we've had success stories in all 5 communities, that is Bidim, Gumani, Adina, Kojo Krum, and Kaklamaju here in the Greater Accra region. Clean communities, as you well know, we hope to work at conscientizing people to ensure that even after the 1-year period, they would still have that feel, they would own the sanitation situation in their environments. Now, the thing is that we don't intend to stop. Sanitation is a big issue. Sanitation is a big challenge. Joy News intends to tackle sanitation head-on, and we don't intend to stop.
Star Ghana has meanwhile hinted plans of a Star 2 project, which is expected to be rolled out in the coming years.
Our chairman for the Star Ghana Steering Committee, Professor Akila Kwasoya, has called on the media to stop trivializing issues of national importance. He expressed worry at a current trend where a section of the media ignored due diligence in their reportage and urged all to be guided by principles of the profession, which focuses on issues that directly affect the interests and well-being of people.
I am distressed when I see the level of discussion of key public matters, the way matters are trivialized, politicized, the way people speak authoritatively about things they know nothing about, the way, as was said, simply report what was said, uninvestigated, unchecked, untested. Now, I'm sure the good work that is being done is more than the not so good work that is being done. What values, what norms are we creating for those who are coming up in the profession? Under the Constitution, you are entirely free to do your work. But I think the assumption is that your work will be guided by a concern for the fundamental values which ought to guide the practice of journalism.
Lecturer at the School of Communications Studies, University of Ghana, Professor Audrey Gadzekpo, also called on the media to adopt self-regulation as a way of ensuring responsible journalism in the country. According to her, self-regulation would help bring back sanity to the practice.
It's been a tendency that undermines the quality of work that the media does. Journalists have to make a choice. They have to say that we are the ones who are the professionals. We're trained. We know what the professional ethos are in our profession. We want to transcend the limitations of the organizations in which we work. There are segments that are meant to entertain, but when it comes to news and serious news, that dichotomy has to exist. Otherwise, we can't bring about development and change in our country.
They were both speaking at the Star Ghana Media Learning event held in Accra.